Hi friends, it's Miss Melissa here, and today we're going to be learning about added sugars. So, what are added sugars, you ask? Well, that means that it's a food that sugar does not occur naturally, so they add it to it. So sugar is used as a sweetener. So things like candy and cereal would taste a lot different if they didn't have sugar in it. Now when we eat too much sugar, that's when it becomes a problem. So in today's added sugar lesson, I'm going to show you how much sugar is actually in some of your favorite foods. Now there's foods like fruits and vegetables where sugar occurs naturally, and those are great. Those are what we call go foods. You can eat fruits and vegetables all the time. But there's other foods like candies where they add the sugar in. So those added sugars make candy a woe food. Our body uses sugar for energy. But when there's too much sugar and we're not burning enough energy off, our bodies store the sugar as fat. More and more food available to us has added sugar in it, and that's contributing to the obesity epidemic in our country, because when our body doesn't use all the sugar, it stores it as fat. So, another problem with added sugars is it doesn't have the nutrition, the vitamins, the minerals where you would get in the natural sugar products. Just so you know what added sugars could look like, if you drink 1 can of pop every day for a year, you'll have eaten over 32 pounds of added sugar. That's a lot. So today, I'm going to show you how to measure how much sugar is in your foods and show you some great alternatives. So first, we're going to start with drinks. Now, as I said before, this is a Sprite. It's a knockoff Sprite, but most sodas or pops have similar sugar content. This Sprite has 35 grams of sugar, which equates to 8 1/3 teaspoons of sugar. That's a lot. Lemonade is another crowd favorite. Now you can make lemonade at home and change the sugar content, and that will definitely be a healthier option. But sometimes it's easier to just get the pre-made lemonade. So this pink lemonade has 24 grams of sugar. That's 5 3/4 teaspoons of sugar per 1 cup that you're drinking. So next time you grab a cool drink, you might want to consider something without added sugar. Something like bubbly, which is a sparkling water, has no added sugar but still tastes like soda. So you can get them in all different flavors, and they're naturally sweetened. So they're sweetened with flavors from your favorite fruits. And so that, as you can see, no sugar. So that's a better option for you. And as we always say, water is the best thing to hydrate you. But sometimes water by itself can get boring. So that's why we have other options like the bubbly. So next we're gonna move on to the candy. So one of my favorites is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, but they have 22 grams of added sugar. That's 5 1/4 teaspoons. That's a lot of sugar too. Now candy, depending on what kind you get, will have different sugar contents. So chocolate will have a different sugar content than a lollipop will. Now, since Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are a woe food, that doesn't mean that you can't eat them. It just means that you should only eat them every once in a while. Instead, you could try eating fresh or frozen fruit. So some days you can eat the Reese's Cups, but sometimes maybe try eating fruit instead. This, as you can see here, the package says unsweetened, which means they did not add anything to it. So as you can see, no added sugars. That's a better option. And finally, let's bring it to your breakfast time. A lot of our favorite cereals actually do have a lot of added sugars in them, so we have to look out. Raisin Bran, for example, has 4 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. So think about if you were just to dip your spoon right into this, that's what you'd be eating when you have your bowl of cereal. Alternatively, we have oatmeal. This is just plain oatmeal, and if you wanted to sweeten it, you could add fruit. But as you can see, no added sugars in this. So, how do you find the sugar content of your favorite foods? Well, first we're gonna look at the package. The label has a spot for sugars. It's under the carbohydrate section because sugar is a carbohydrate. Now some labels will have sugars and added sugars as a separate category. If that's the case, look at the added sugars. If not, it probably is all added sugar. But to double check, you can look at the ingredients list. As you can see, well, you probably can't see, but I'll tell you, sugar and brown sugar are both on this label, which means that it was added in. So, what you do is you're gonna look at your sugar category. This says 18 grams. Every gram of sugar on the label is worth 4.2 teaspoons of actual sugar. So, you're gonna divide your number on your sugar category, so 18 grams divided by 4.2, because there's 4.2 teaspoons in 1 gram of sugar. So that gives us, for the Raisin Bran, that gives us about 4¼ teaspoons, and that's how we did that. So, when you're ready, you take a teaspoon measuring spoon and just plain sugar, and you can measure it out and put it in the bag, and you'll see how much sugar is in your favorite foods. The average American eats about 270 calories per day of added sugar. That's 17 teaspoons. When you're at the grocery store, you want to look for claims on the label that say unsweetened or no sugar added. Or even if you're looking at juice, you want to look for, if you're looking at juice, you want to look for 100% juice. That means that they did not add any sugar or unnatural flavorings. Thank you for watching today. We hope you learned something, and go ahead and go enjoy those Go Foods. Bye!
Meet the Akron Area YMCA Catch Team.
Hey everybody, Miss Jenna here. I have been teaching and working with kids for almost 30 years. Yes, 30. I grew up in Cleveland and I studied acting, directing, and psychology in college. I love teaching kids, doing yoga, directing plays, and performing in musicals. I listen to all kinds of music and I love totally rocking out when I'm in the car. My favorite animal is a koala bear because they're so cute, and my favorite color is neon pink. When I'm not working with the awesome kids at the Y, I like practicing my ukulele and playing with my dog Buddy, who really likes to eat socks.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Melissa. I'm a student at the University of Akron, and I'm studying nutrition so I can help kids like you stay healthy throughout your lives. My favorite color is pink. In my free time, I like to go on hikes, listen to pop and country music, or try new recipes in the kitchen. My favorite vegetable is carrots. I have a pet fish named Agatha, and I would love to adopt a dog. One fun thing I like to do during the summer is go to a beach. I can't wait to learn with you this summer.
Hi, I'm Mr. Dillon, a student at the University of Akron. I'm also the producer of a show on ZTV, the university's own television station. I'm learning about media and marketing in college and hope to one day be able to work in the movie industry. I live in Cuyahoga Falls, and I love to play Ultimate Frisbee. My favorite color is green, and I like watching movies and TV shows in my spare time. I'm also a huge Star Wars fan.